Hey guys, it's Miss T and welcome to my garden. My gardening pals Ash, Dashes, and Tricky are here today to help show you around what I have growing, and they're here to also show you what we intend to plant. So stick around. It's a beautiful day. The birds are singing. The sun is shining, and it's always great to be here in my Mississippi potager. So guys, I am finally back in my garden. It has been a long day and I have done all kinds of things, but now I'm back at my happy place. And Tricky is out here with me too. She's exploring, looking for lizards. She loves to chase lizards around in the garden. So as promised, I'm going to give a brief little walkthrough. I have mini tomatoes. All of my tomatoes are planted in grow bags this year. And you might say, hey, can you grow a tomato in a grow bag? You certainly can grow a tomato in a grow bag. I grew several last year in grow bags and they did fabulous until my dear friends, they're out there somewhere, came and decided they were going to have a feast in my garden. Now, I can't really tell you all the varieties of tomatoes I have. I planted Roma container. I planted container tomatoes from Hoss. I planted Hossinators. I planted Invincibles. None of them lived, which is odd, being that their name is Invincible. You would think I would have had them forever. I planted my favorite tomato, Old Virginia. I planted Virginia Sweets, Sun Peach, and several other varieties, but I can't remember all of them right now. But unfortunately, and let me just show you real quick here, I've labeled every one of them with a Sharpie. Can you tell what variety this is? I can't. And yes, I did use a Sharpie, but I used a Sharpie pen with a felt tip instead of a Sharpie marker. So note to self and note to everyone else, make sure you use a Sharpie marker, not a Sharpie pen, even if it has the felt tip. My Hossinator there, we know what it is. Same with my my peppers. I know I planted some, well actually I'm not really sure what I planted. I planted some jalapenos. I planted some that I call store snackers because they came from a snacker tomato I bought from the store and they were really sweet, and I just decided to plant some seeds and they grew and I was really happy about that. I planted some others that I call babies. And I'm not sure. I think these may be the jalapenos that I got from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. It starts with a J. They're a yellow jalapeno. It is an amazing plant. It never lost its leaves. It looks great, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. If you notice, I have some herbs, flowers, and stuff planted in with my tomatoes. This is chamomile. I know it's probably too late for chamomile, but we'll see how it goes. This right here, not sure. Again, I used that felt pen instead of that felt marker. And I have no idea what I planted in some cases. Got some good looking parsley here. More good looking tomatoes. Not sure of the variety. We'll just have to wait and see what is produced. This right here is some potatoes I have, and they are looking great. There's a little bitty sprig of thyme in there with them. But these are what I call Walmart white. Yes, Walmart white potatoes. I got a bag of potatoes from Walmart. They started sprouting, and I said, hey, let's just plant them and see. And here's some Walmart white down here on the ground too. I probably need to cover them up. There's a potato that's showing through there. Here's my corn. It's not a whole lot, but I've kind of planted it in a square, so hopefully it will grow. It's called candy corn. Candy with a K. And some more Walmart white. These need to be healed up some. On the edges, I have some sunflowers planted, but they haven't come up yet. Over here are some strawberries. These strawberries are very sweet, and they are putting off runners like crazy. These I got from Ison's, I believe. I got them in the fall from Ison's, and I planted them. And, well, I planted them, but I didn't really take care of them, so all of them didn't live. But that was my fault, not the plants. They were gorgeous plants, very healthy. I just didn't take care of them the way I should have. Among my strawberries, I have some leaf lettuce. Oh, looks like I got a little ripe one in there. Some more leaf lettuce. An herb of some sort, I believe maybe celosia, which is a flower, I guess, instead of an herb. I really am not familiar with a lot of my herbs and flowers, and that's why I really hate that my labeling didn't last. More Walmart white. Over here, this is German Butterball. I got this from Halls, and they are gigantic. They need to be healed too. The way I'm going to heal them, since they're in a raised bed, is I'm just going to pour some dirt around them to come up on the stem a little bit. So if anything grows out there, it'll be covered and we won't get any exposed potatoes. There's some thyme in there with them. Over here I have a cabbage. I don't know how well it'll do, but we'll see. And I believe this is kale growing here. Again, my labeling. I got my kale and my broccoli mixed up, but I'm pretty sure this is kale and I'm pretty sure that is broccoli. At least I hope so. Because I'm about to pick some of this kale and have it in a salad. Speaking of kale, this is a dwarf kale. And it's gorgeous. It's got that dark bluish green color. I just love the way it looks. There's an onion in there between the broccoli and the kale. Guys, Dash is not in the garden, but there she is. She's just lounging around, about to take a nap, it looks like. In this raised bed, I have peppers. These are the Halcinator bells. These are the Halcinator jalapenos. And this is a grand bell. This came from the Dollar Tree. I got a bunch of seeds from the Dollar Tree and I planted a couple of the grand bells and this one grew. And honestly, I probably had that seed pack for several years. So I'm not sure what year it's from, but hey, it grew and it looks good. I believe this right here is called mullein. I'm not really sure the use for it and it's probably planted too thick, but we're just gonna see. I think this right here is calendula. I'm not 100% again. Labeling. Here's my salvia from Lowe's. It was just $1. I had a little yellow flower mixed in with it. And I believe those purple flowers are petunias. Now let's go to these plants. This right here is a poblano pepper. If you can see, it's got one on it right there. This pepper overwintered, so this is its second season. It lost all of its leaves. I cut it down to basically the stem and just a few nodules sticking out, and now it is growing and looking good. It's about to bloom some more. I don't know if you can see it, but right there, it's about to bloom some more. And over here is the mama plant. This plant, although it looks crazy, it has lived throughout the winter, never lost its leaves. It did stop producing peppers for a while, but it is producing again and has quite a few on it already. So this is mama plant, the one that is responsible for all my little babies. So the ones that I have labeled babies belong to this one. Here's some more herbs and flowers. These are some purple bush beans that I got from Hoss. I can't remember the exact variety, but I thought I would try them. I love Louisiana purple pole beans, and this variety of bush beans said they were very prolific, so I thought I'd give them a try. One thing I love about purple beans is you can see them on the vine. They're purple, so they don't like hide with all the green. And that's very easy for picking. And my purple pole beans, they just produced all season long and a whole lot of beans, and they were so good. That classic green bean taste that I remember from a child. Hearty, earthy, sweet. They were just perfect. So I'm hoping that these bush beans will be very similar. Over here in my green stalk, I have several things planted. Strawberries, they're not doing so well. I think I need to transplant them somewhere else. I mean, you can grow strawberries in green stalks, and people do great with it. If you notice, the ones at the bottom look a little bit better than the ones at the top. But I think I'm just not good at growing them in the green stalk. But mixed in with them is the celosia. This is a Little Caesar romaine. I think there's actually two in there. I'll just keep it like that. Another Little Caesar romaine. This is some butter crunch, I believe. So I'm gonna have some good salads soon. Here's my cabbage. Something's eating on these little guys, but I think I'll just leave it like that. It seems to be deterring whatever it is from eating my other cabbage. Look at that head. Isn't that pretty? And here are some English peas, sugar peas. More cabbage. Over here we have snapdragons and celosia. I think that's a coneflower. These are my Cherokee yellow wax beans. Another colorful bean. Now, I planted some golden wax beans last year, and they were great producers. But this year I decided I would try this Cherokee yellow wax bean. I've heard it's really well. It produces really well, and I think I'm gonna have some good luck with it. It looks like everything has germinated and coming up. I've got some weird looking plants right here. Not sure what's going on there, but we'll see. That one's weird. Look at that. This is roselle. Not sure what roselle does, but I hear it's in the okra family. More Cherokee yellow wax beans. Here I have more roselle and calendula, mullein, and I believe that is catnip with them. And in my grow bag here, some national pickling cucumbers. These did well last year. These were seeds from the Dollar Tree. They produced so well last year. And in the little grow bags. So I hope I have as good of luck this year. These right here are Space Master bush beans. I'm not sure. I think I may have got these seeds at the Dollar General. I don't buy all of my seeds from the fancy companies. I buy them from the dollar store too. And I've had pretty good luck with most of my dollar store beans. Now this right here is Irish cobbler potatoes. I've fertilized them, I've healed them, and they are just getting huge. And they are getting ready to bloom. I saw on another YouTube site earlier today that the blooms basically mean that it has potatoes under them. Now the potatoes may not be very big, but that's what it means. There's potatoes there. These plants are huge. I'll probably just snip the blooms off of it. Uh-oh, we got one that's fallen down here. Need to heal it again, I guess. I got a little cabbage mixed in here. I doubt it'll make any heads because it's not getting enough light. But here's one right there in the middle that's got a head, so I don't know. I read that it was good to plant cabbage with your potatoes, that it helps keep the soil loose. Not sure if that's true, but I'm trying it. Hopefully it is. Now let's go under my tunnel here. These are some sugar snap peas. They are huge, but I have not seen a bloom yet. More cabbage, kale, broccoli, more kale. These are another sugar pea of some sort. This variety and this variety are different. I could tell you what they are, but my seed pack is inside. These cabbages are not heading up like the ones on the front. It may be they're shaded too much. I don't know. It may be they just need a little extra time too. Oh, there's a bloom. There's a bloom. I'm going to have a pea soon. My dandelion. Got them growing everywhere. As you can tell, I need to weed. I'll probably get around to that later tonight or tomorrow. Tricky, what have you found? Tricky's my digger. I wish I could use her just to till up a garden, because I think she could. She's going under the tin. Poor thing, she's going to get hurt. Get out from under there, Tricky. Oh well, there she goes. We've lost her. So if you'll notice, I've got some fence posts up. I have got to get a fence around this garden. Last year, it was gorgeous. I was so proud the first time since we moved here, which we moved here 5 years ago. And last year was the first time I had a nice, productive garden. But then our friends who live out there in the woods, the deer, the squirrels, the raccoons, whatever, came and just pretty much ate it down overnight. I blame the deer because I saw their tracks. I know they were here. Some more stuff I have to plant. What is this? Again, see, you can't tell. I think this is horehound and I think this is catnip. And that's the mullein. Have some squash coming up. Some little squash coming up. There's another one about to emerge. Some more flowers I need to plant. So this, guys, is my Potager garden. I hope you enjoyed taking the tour of it. I plan to keep you posted on what's going on. Tomorrow, I hope to get on this fence a little bit. It's just me here today working. So we're going to see how well that goes with just one person trying to put up some fencing. Maybe I can do it. Maybe not. We'll see. Thanks, guys, for following me and watching my tour. Remember, it's always a beautiful day in my Mississippi Potager.